Hello and welcome to another episode of Culinary Delights. As usual, you're still watching Capital TV, and now it's time for your favorite show of Culinary Delights. With me today on the show, we're gonna do something extra unique, but actually it's something that we've never done on the show before. So the only thing you need to do right now is just stay tuned and see what's this that I'm talking about. Well, with this goodies that we have on our hands, then definitely now we have the idea of what we're gonna make today on the show, and that is ice cream. And when I talk about ice cream, we're not just talking about ice cream in this time, we are talking about fresh made ice cream all the way from Tanzania. So we have the person who makes this beautiful fresh ice creams, and welcome to the show.
Thank you.
How are you, Mercy?
I'm well, thank you.
Okay, I know you, but they don't know you, so you can tell us about the ice creams, and then we can go straight into making them.
Okay, so my name is Mercy Nenela Kitomari, and I make ice cream, and I have a business called Nella's Gelato.
Okay, so those are the fresh ice creams. What do you mean when you tell us about fresh ice cream? Because every ice cream is fresh, right?
Not every ice cream is fresh. Other ice creams are industrial produced, and other ice creams are homemade produced. So let's say you're making a mango ice cream. Instead of using a flavor, you peel a mango and use it. Mm-hmm. And if you're making like all the flavors that are in the ice cream are freshly made, are freshly sourced. It's fresh chocolate, fresh strawberry, fresh mangoes, fresh everything. So it's actually not industrial flavored, because an industrial flavor it's like an imitation of flavor. Mm-hmm. But this is the real flavor.
The real flavors. So that is what meant when you talk about fresh ice cream.
Sure. On the show today, we're gonna make mocha and mixed cookies.
Mixed cookies.
Yeah.
Okay. When we talk about those stuffs, actually, mocha and mixed cookies, those are the kind of the gourmet ice creams, the ones still that are on the market at the time being. So what you need to do is you also need to also get in touch with what we do, and you also be able to prepare this type of ice creams at home if you wish. And it's a challenge. If you'll be able to prepare this type of ice creams that we'll be making on the show, then you have a chance to come here and taste the real fresh ice creams from Nella's Gelato. So you join us on how to make those two types of ice creams. Gelato is the Italian word for ice cream, derived from the Latin word gelatus, meaning frozen. In American English, this word commonly refers to a variety of ice cream made in a traditional Italian style. Gelato is made with milk, cream, various sugars, and flavoring such as fresh fruit and nut puree. From Nella's Gelato, when you talk about fresh ice cream, she includes mixed bowl, mocha ice cream and cookies, strawberry ice cream, coconut cookies and cream and choco brownie, strawberry fragola, mixed bowl, mint chopped chip, choco brownie vanilla, salted caramel, a bowl of happiness, fruits mocha mixed cookies, French vanilla, lamba cookies and cream, mixed bowl. Now, in ice creams or gelato, there's another thing called sorbet. Sorbet is a frozen dessert made from sweetened water with flavoring, typically fruit juice or fruit puree, wine, or any other liquor. Sorbet is often confused with Italian ice cream, and often taken to be the same as chebe. Sorbet or chebe may also contain alcohol, which lowers the freezing temperature, resulting in softened texture. In the UK and Australia, chebe refers to a fizzy powder, and only the term sorbet will be used. Again, from Nella's Gelato, there is sorbet fruit strawberries, raspberry sorbet, mixed sorbet, mango sorbet, and many more. Now let's check on the processes of making gelato. Enjoy. Okay, as how we promised you earlier that today on the show we're going to make some gourmet ice creams, and that is fresh made ice cream. We call it Tanzanian made ice cream. Right?
Yeah.
Am I right?
You're right.
Okay, so at the moment we're at the headquarters of Nello's Gelato. This is the actual factory of this little lady. So she's gonna show us how to make the fresh ice creams. Now to start with, what do you wish to start with today on the show?
We're making mocha.
Mocha.
Mocha, it's coffee ice cream.
Coffee. More of an Italian type?
Yeah, of course. Of an Italian type. So we use fresh coffee. We boil it. So this is like the fresh dry coffee, and then we boil it with milk, and then later on we stir it, and then we take the liquid, the heavy thick liquid, and then after that you mix with sugar, and this little thing here. You know, I get a question normally. People ask if you put eggs, but this is what I put. It's called a stabilizer to hold it together and make it creamy.
Okay.
So this is what I add.
So if you don't have the stabilizer, then you can go for eggs.
Yeah, but
That's the only
then
option.
yeah, but then so many people are not friendly with eggs.
With the eggs,
Yeah.
exactly. You're
Yeah,
right.
so it's a problem.
Okay, but if you want to reduce the smell of egg, you know, people are always
No, you can't smell it.
They're always complaining about first eggish.
No, you can't smell it.
You can't smell it.
You can't smell the
Okay,
egg.
what's the reason behind it?
Because you're already putting a flavor to it, so you can't smell the egg. And then while you're making the egg, you just stir it and cook it a little bit. And
It
stir
takes
it takes
longer.
away. Yeah, it's a process. When you're
So
using
now,
it.
in order to minimize the process, then
You just use.
the
Imagine how
stabilizer.
many eggs I'll have to use.
if
Like,
okay,
at
if
this
you were to
moment-
use the eggs,
I'll use at least 15 eggs.
really?
Yeah, because one liter I use 4 eggs. So I'm making 5 liters. Yeah, so I'll need like somewhere around 15 eggs.
That's something. So stabilizer is our savior of the day. So now you got a tips from her that
Yeah.
if you want to make a simple and affordable ice cream, then you
Just
should go
use-
for this
Yeah.
stabilizer instead of eggs. Okay, now let's continue with showing us how to make this mocha ice cream.
All right, so we got the mocha here. It's already mixed. Whatever is in here, it's coffee, milk, sugar, stabilizer.
That's it.
That's it.
Those are the major ingredients. If you have these 4 ingredients, then you're good to go to make your own ice cream at home.
Yeah.
Great. So now after getting our mixture,
We're gonna pour it in the machine.
so we must have a machine.
Yeah, you can't make ice cream like that. You need but there are small home machines. You can buy them online, and you know it's not that hard to get things like that. So you can buy it online.
So what does the machine do?
It churns. It churns. Churning, it's like the process of mixing air and fat and water. Because in here there's fat, water, and air. So when it comes out, an ice cream basically it's a mix of air and the hard part. Yeah.
So we can't do this without.
No, not really. No. But you can use it with a small homemade machine.
Okay,
like
apart
at
from
home.
the small homemade machines, I've seen people like trying to make to get the base, which is the mixture, and then you can just put it in the refrigerator in the fridge or something.
No, but yeah, you know, ice cream is about churning. So when you churn it, that's when you get a good flavor out
And
of
the
it.
smoothness, perhaps.
Yeah, it comes out of churning, the churning process. So what the machine does, it mixes air and solidifies everything. Because here you already have water,
The
you have
liquid.
already cream, and when you mix all those things together, it's mixing fat, liquid, and air. So it needs to be mixed properly to come out together. Otherwise, you'll have your water there, your fat there, and no air.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the importance of having the machine. So now the only thing we need to do is to jot down everything that we learned on the show, and then we try it at home. So let's put our liquid into the big machine. So all our 5 liters of mocha and milk
Yeah.
goes
So basically,
in the machine.
The machine is already sanitized because we were in the process of production anyway. So we're just adding to it, and then we put everything in there.
I think making ice cream is much more fun and easy.
I find it more fun when it's coming out. When I'm
Okay, I'm so excited because I just want to see once it starts coming out because that's the best part of making ice cream.